Hello?
Oh my God.
Is hip hop back?
Please tell me. You know what's going on in rap music right now. Please tell me that.
I'm aware. Last I heard, somebody's career is getting killed.
Career is currently hanging in the balance.
Yeah.
Did Drake go from most loved to most hated overnight because of Pusha T? Shouts out to Pusha T. The biggest daps and high fives and bro hugs to you right now. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah.
But anyway, how much does the world hate Drake right now?
Well, look, man. I'm a little torn here because at first, when it came out, I was on YouTube reading all these comments, and people were going in talking about, Drake got ethered and all this stuff. But then I was on Instagram, and there are a lot of people still backing Drake because aside from him just getting demolished in this latest track that Pusha T released, Pusha released that picture of Drake in blackface, right?
Yeah.
And people are saying that was an artistic expression.
No. No.
Yeah, man. No. Come on, bro.
Drake's only half nigga anyway, and he was raised by his white mother. So
regardless.
Regardless. I'm just saying he didn't necessarily grow up with a powerful or a strong black influence. So I think that adds even more to it.
Yeah, I feel like there shouldn't be any sides to this. Like I think given that picture alone, I feel like we should all be on Pusha T's side here, and it really shouldn't be much of a battle left. But I guess it does depend on what Drake does in response.
Okay. All right. Well, let me address something really quickly. People don't stand for shit. I think Drake's fans might be as bad as Beyonce fans. They could murder a man in the street and they would somehow say, well, he shouldn't have walked in front of that bullet. So
Right.
So yeah, Drake fans are crazy. And so here's the $1 million question, IQ. Should Drake respond?
Absolutely.
Keep in mind, it is surgical summer. Gonna peel this back layer by layer. Volume 1.
He needs to respond. He needs to get his best writers in the room and get some researchers on the payroll and just try to come as hard as he can on the next record. But
yo, I bet his team has been working around the clock.
They should be like that. Yeah, he should be utilizing that Apple money as best as he can, because like what Pusha T did was like he decided to say, he was like, okay, I'm gonna take it there. He talked about Drake's sick friend, right?
Ugh.
He talked about
sick and dying.
Yeah,
Pusha
he took it there.
Have you no shame?
Talked about Drake's stripper. I guess she's a stripper, ex-stripper,
porn star,
baby mama,
porn star.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, porn star, baby mama, and then talked about the son that he's not taking care of or trying to hide. But like those are things that can. Those are legitimate beef starters. Like it could get violent.
You're leaving out.
I mean,
you're leaving out a couple other people he went after that are close to Drake. He talked about his Steve Harvey suit wearing daddy and talked about his mama who can't keep a man.
That shit's so disrespectful. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being the engineer when Pusha T recorded that and hearing that for the first time? You're like, oh shit! Wait, you want me to mix this in? You want me to include
Steve
this?
Harvey suit wearing nigga made him? Excuse me, Mr. T. Did you mean to say that? Because on my end, I got some really weird shit about Steve Harvey. Is that what you said? Oh, you did mean. Oh, all right. Sorry.
Talk about that nigga's daddy on a diss record, man. That's so disrespectful. Damn.
Yeah.
So the reason why Pusha T took it there was because, and I'm asking you this because I'm not really clear. It's because Drake mentioned Pusha T's fiance. Is that what happened? Is that why Pusha T decided to? Okay.
Yeah. Don't mention anybody Pusha T loves. Apparently, that shit will get all kinds of skeletons brought up out your closet. All kinds of ghosts are coming from underneath your bed, man. Oh
wow. Man. I'm really happy to be a Pusha T fan because lyrically, I feel like he said everything we've been saying. You know, everything we've been questioning about Drake. You know, almost we've almost insinuated that he's kind of like a manufactured artist, right? There's no real authenticity there, right? And finally, someone came along and didn't play that buddy game. You know, he was just brutally honest, and he's trying to kill the dude's career. I respect it.
He's trying to take him off the map. He's trying to make him suicidal, I think. Drake does not have a lot to live for right now. I mean, okay, that might be a little hyperbolic. He's got a lot to live for. He's got a son, a porn star, and the world just found out.
What's? Oh, but you know what's crazy? What's crazy about this is you read some of these comments of the Drake supporters, right? Apparently, like Drake's fans knew about this. Like they knew about the porn star, they knew about the kid. But I'm like, wait a minute.
Of course they did. Of course.
That makes it worse, though.
The ones who knew.
That makes it worse, though, if you guys actually knew that he was a deadbeat dad and you still was rocking to his music. That's like...
Hey, actually, you know what? I want to correct something. I think that might be the false statement Pusha T made. Drake's not a deadbeat dad. A deadbeat dad is a dad who ain't around, who don't pay child support, and who doesn't claim you. Drake is only two of those things because he pays child support. He just doesn't claim his child or want to be around it.
Yeah, there's no
until
no taking that little nigga to the park to play catch. It's just here's a check.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, unless there's a check at the end of it. Yeah, he doesn't want to be around that little motherfucker. That's for sure.
What do you think happens here? Like when we look back on this, what are we gonna say about Drake? Does Drake continue to just do his thing, and does he still have supporters?
So let me answer the question in two parts. Okay, so we have option A, where Drake responds, which I think is his only option, or his best option, because even if he responds and is whack, at least he responded. He went down fighting. He has to respond, and he can save face a little bit because it'll show us that he tried. His fan base will continue to say it's better than anything Pusha T has ever made, and gonna say how many records Pusha T hasn't sold and how much money he doesn't have. You know, the usual stuff. And then there's path B, where he takes the "I'm too big to respond" route. The reason option B doesn't work now is because he already responded. And if he doesn't respond now, he looks like he got his ass whooped and he's just taking his ball and going home.
Yeah. That's yeah. I think that's spot
So
on. And then especially after given the fact that the dude talked about your family, yes, you absolutely have to respond. Even if you're just get on the record and you're just talking shit, you're not even rapping.
mhm.
You have to stand up for yourself. You have to stand up for your family. Oh man.
Yeah, but the problem is we didn't even know he had a family. He ain't been standing up for him since the beginning. So I think Pusha T got this so right. Is Meek just went after some conjecture or some only industry known thing. Some more or less superficial type shit. His
Mhm.
credibility in rap, which again, most Drake fans don't care that he doesn't have any credibility in rap. They like his music. But Pusha
Right.
T knew that that would only get you so far. He said, I'm going to question your integrity. I'm going to get to the meat of your soul. I want the world to see what kind of motherfucker you really are. I'm going to
Yeah.
destroy you. Maybe not
It's
your career, but I'm going to destroy you as a person. And that's how you thoroughly. All right, last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to let you get a word in. I apologize. I think Pusha T did this so right again because I tweeted out. And by the way, I need more followers because I be tweeting some fire sometimes and nobody gives a fuck about it. So I'm going to need more people to give a fuck about what I tweet because some of that shit do be fire and y'all know it. But I digress. So Pusha T did two things that is perfect in rap battling or beefing. Is the first thing he did was the Summer Jam screen. Jay did it. 50 did it. And Pusha T did it. He put Drake on the Summer Jam screen with the blackface. The second thing is, right? That's the equivalent, I think, of a Summer Jam screen. Would you agree with that?
100% agree. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think the beautiful part about that is none of us saw it coming. Like we didn't know Drake was capable of such fuckery.
Right. We had no idea. Yeah.
And the second thing is discrediting truths. Like he discredited Drake with something that was so true, something Drake can't run from. And I think that might have dealt the death blow. But, it's only Wednesday, it's only Thursday when you're hearing this. Drake has until Friday.
True. I mean, every part of me being like the hip hop fan and, being able to witness all of these amazing beefs in the past, it seems to me that Drake should be ja ruled at this point after this record, no, regardless of what he puts out. But the problem is the era we're living in. We're living in an era in a hip hop climate where it was okay that this guy didn't write his own lyrics. It was completely fine. We're living in an era where it's okay to support a gangster rapper, quote unquote gangster rapper, right? Who wears dresses. Who's wearing dresses. So it's like I don't know. We could be in a situation,
You don't
given
know
the
which
times
way's
we're
up
living
right
in,
now.
right, where everyone, all of a sudden, it's a shift and everyone goes against Pusha T because he took it too far, y'all. It can implode.
Yeah.
We could literally experience this in our hip hop lives, where it's like, oh man, you beefed too hard, you went too hard. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
You're supposed to. Like, what did Jay say? You shoot my dog, I kill your cat. Like, you got to go further. You got to be willing to take it there. When you engage, anything goes, man. You better keep your fucking game tight.
That's what I'm saying. I thought these were universal rules, but you go online, like, like I saw, like, Hot 97 had a question like, did Pusha T go too far by talking about 40? And I'm like, huh? When was this ever a question in hip hop? Did someone take it too far? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, was it insensitive? Yeah, absolutely. He's dealing with something, right? But it's also an astute observation. Because he's ill, he might look exactly the way Pusha T described. Did you ever consider that? Did you ever consider that Pusha T is only recounting truths from his perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything. Look, Drake was the first one to bring up family. So I feel like at that point, anything goes. Like, I'm going to talk about anything I can talk about. And these are universal rules in beef when it comes to hip hop. But again, I'm nervous. I don't know. I don't want to like a Me Too movement against Pusha T or some shit like that where a year from now we're talking about like, hey man, remember Pusha T? Remember when he did that? I don't know, man.
Nah, man. This is hip hop. He'll be fine. I just can't. See, the beautiful part about it is if Drake does come back and respond, I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be, right? But if he does come back and respond, that means Pusha T's got even more on him. Like, there's gonna be more. If this is a rap battle, and we all know one of the best rap battles of all time was B Rabbit versus Papa Doc. And B Rabbit turned the tables on him and started talking about himself, take all the ammo away from Papa Doc. Pusha T reverse B Rabbited Drake.
Oh God. Damn, man. Now you got me thinking, what if Drake does some sucker shit like that? Like, what if he comes out and is like, you know what, you're right. I grew up in Toronto, and he starts just talking about, oh, that's some sucker shit if he does that. And there's a possibility he will do that.
What if the was rapping? I had a son, I denied, and I cried every night.
Right.
Pusha T opened the scab and ruined my life.
Oh my God. What if he acts, and I'm just going off of
what to do. I don't know how Drake music be going. I don't know. That's just my impression of what I think it sounds like.
Bro, what if Drake does a first where his response to Pusha T is he actually cries on the record. He actually cries. And then it's like, yo, that's
only
true. That's true art, yo. I used to think that.
DMX can get away with that.
I used to think that, bro. But, man, Drake be getting away with a lot of things, bro. I don't know. Hey, but we got to see what happens.
I think this is like, see, like, as far as like the general public, his fan base, or Drake would be like Xerxes, and Pusha T would be Leonidas when he threw the spear and he saw that even a god king can bleed. That might be, for Drake's fan base, that might be the best we can get.
Yeah, maybe you're right, man. Maybe you're right. And Pusha Leonidas is in the studio yelling out Queen at the end before he takes his last breath. Yeah. Right? Damn. Well. TBD.
But yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Next thing is these game sevens. Bron did what Bron do and willed his team to a fourth consecutive trip to the NBA Finals, his 8th consecutive one, to face the defending and eventual world champions, the ref-loving, basketball god-loving, basketball deal with the devil making bitch-ass Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And all their fuckery. So, what were your takeaways from Game 7s? Both of them.
Okay. Celtics versus Cavs. I enjoyed the game. I was really impressed by like how Bron just took over. You know, like I was getting flashbacks of that 2008 takeover or 2009, 10. I can't remember. It was with Miami, but it was also kind of difficult to watch. Like in the beginning, he was really trying to get his teammates involved, and just seeing the amount of bricks that were going on, it was kind of like, man, like for the first time in a while, I was like,
them.
right. For the first time, I actually kind of felt sorry for dude because he really did not have any help like the first half. Like Jeff Green was kind of still doing his thing, but I was like, this is gonna be a horrible way to go out, right? But I'm like, this is horrible. Like he had an incredible season, and it's just to not have any help. It seemed that would have sucked, man. Now on the Celtics side, I kind of felt like they got a little unraveled a little bit. Like I kind of felt like you could tell the pressure was starting to get to them. And
you could tell that they were young.
Yeah. Now Tatum was the only one that was still trying to go at people. Everyone else was kind of like a little bit more passive than normal. By the way, Tatum just became, that just solidified himself as just like an emerging superstar. That dude has my respect.
He's gonna be great.
Man. Like some of those shots he hit, and then the dunk that no one's really talking about. That dunk was dope.
I think LeBron might have paid somebody to sweep that shit under the rug. Like we didn't all see that.
Shit, even the network, they didn't even show the replay until after the commercial break. Usually when someone gets posterized, it's like, forget the commercial. We're going to show this first. But no,
forget the rest of the game. We're going to replay this during the middle of a play.
Right, man. So those are my only thoughts, man. Like I'm not tripping. I'm glad to see the Cavs back. It's just going to suck because it's not really like, it's going to be a slaughter pretty much, but at least we get to see Bron do his thing and put up 40, 20, and 20, I guess.
What if the Cavs beat the Warriors? What if somehow all his role players start overachieving and the Warriors start playing a little less than themselves and somehow the odds just get in the Cavs' favor. They're just leaning towards the Cavs a little bit more, and they end up winning in like 6 games because other guys were playing like they've never played in their lives. It could really happen.
Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible.
And God,
yeah, you're probably right.
I want it to, man. Oh, I hate the Warriors.
Wait, but are they gonna get swept?
So my LeBron fandom won't allow me to see a reality in which he won't win at least one game. And at first, before that, it was 2, but last year it was 1. So that's my new bar.
Yeah, like I would think they would get 1 game. But I'm like, man, like how though?
it'd be crazy. So the first series they won in 7. The Eastern Conference semis they swept. The Eastern Conference Finals, it was a 7-game series. So if this pattern continues, that means Cavs in 4. Sweep. I'm predicting a sweep. Cavs sweep, you heard it first. They're still in 2 at Oracle. Nobody saw it coming. And then they take them back to Cleveland to close them out. LeBron
Um,
James, Finals MVP, averaging a triple double.
I really think if that happened, I really think like legitimately the internet would break. Like I don't think we would be with
Yes.
internet for a number of days. Wow.
And Kevin Durant will turn into a prolapsed asshole.
Now when it comes to the other game seven, um, look, I've said it a number of times. You're not gonna win with that guy, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what type of season he has. You need leadership and you need defensive effort to win championships. It's the
You
way it's
need Chris
always
Paul.
been.
The Warriors got fucking bailed out. And all the missed threes, man. They would have just hit a quarter of those threes.
Yeah, but look, they missed like what 27? Was it 27 threes?
24. I think
It's
they
never been.
missed 24 straight before a make.
Who
24
does
threes.
that?
It's kind of amazing that they shot 24 threes in that span.
Right.
These motherfuckers shot so many threes.
And then I was watching and I was like, okay, wait a minute. Like after like the 15 straight miss, at what point are we gonna stop? Like what point are we gonna make an adjustment and be like, hey, let's try to attack the rim? But it was still like step back three, three in the corner, three in the corner. I was like, this isn't gonna end. Man,
They figured like I figured. They're gonna have to hit one of these, right? This shit's gonna even out eventually. And nah, it didn't even out eventually.
Until you hear that buzzer, final buzzer, bah, you realize, oh shit, we fucked up.
They needed one more quarter.
Yeah, man. Wow, that was hard to watch.
So you have the first matchup, right? And then you have the sequel, and then it's the trilogy. What do you call it when it's 4? Overkill?
I don't know, man. I'm not complaining, man. Hey, if the two best teams
what
make
is that
it,
called?
let's watch
Is
it.
A quadruple? A
Quad,
quadrilogy? Quadrigy? Oh, man.
I don't know. Hey,
4
one thing
of
for
them?
sure, the NBA is gonna come up with a way to market this shit. They're gonna come up with something creative, and it's gonna be a hashtag.
Yes. And we're going to see LeBron James's numbers from all 3 series before this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember the first one they were talking about has the loser of a championship ever won the MVP? Because they're talking about giving it to Bron even though he lost.
I remember that. I mean, where do you stand on that? Because I feel like so if a dude averages actually they done it before. They gave Jerry West Finals MVP and he lost. So it's been done before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really tripping. Like, look, if you're obviously killing and you lost, I mean, you still deserve the fucking trophy, in my opinion. If it's just like obviously your numbers are just way better than everybody else's, right? But you know how that is. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, you gotta win. I wouldn't feel right taking that MVP. Then again, fuck the Warriors.
I mean, I wouldn't like if they presented me with the MVP. Like deep down, I'd be like, man, I don't deserve this shit. But on the outside, I'm like, hey, thanks, I appreciate it. Maybe next year, we'll get him. But I'm taking that shit. I'm taking that individual accomplishment.
That would be in the guest bedroom. That'd be in the guest bedroom award cabinet.
Right.
That would be in my main.
Man, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I think I think they're gonna get swept. I really do. And apparently like Vegas is saying that they're gonna get swept as well, and Vegas is hardly wrong when it comes to the finals. So it if they get a win, I think it's gonna be amazing. But I just don't see how they're gonna do it. I really don't.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely. So
Right.
game one is tonight. Tonight being Thursday night. What are your predictions?
Okay. Final score 120 to 92 Warriors.
Oh.
Okay. Bron has 72. Bron has 72, 50, and 40. And yeah, that's what I'm going
You
with.
know, is it 40 turnovers? Because those assist numbers wouldn't add up. They would win with those assist numbers and his points. Actually, just those assist numbers.
Well, no, because like those are unofficial assists. Because like a lot of those assists, he's passing to himself and
Oh,
he's
okay,
scoring.
gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, I think those are I think that's gonna be spot on. Actually, yeah, I think that's gonna be accurate. Bron's gonna have 72 fucking points.
Okay.
Yeah, game one because Kevin Love's not gonna be playing apparently. So
Well, I'm just gonna go pure hope. The Cavs are gonna win a shocker. For some reason, they came out a lot more ready than we thought they'd come out. Opened up to a very big early lead and was pretty much able to sustain it. It wasn't quite a wire to wire victory, but they really caught Golden State off guard and end up winning one. But they closed the gap by the end of the game, and they only ended up winning by 13. And the score was 127 to 114. Oh, and
okay,
Bron's numbers. Bron has 46, 14, and 10.
Oh man. Okay.
And like 6 turnovers.
Two things about that prediction. One, I appreciate the optimism. Okay, I do.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's all
two,
it was.
that was like you sounded very optimistic. Like when you ask a kid, what do they want to be when they grow up? I want to be an astronaut and a cop, and then I want to be president. And it's like, kid, I mean, like you're gonna pick one fucking job. Like, so
You can't be
hey, but
Batman, too.
hey, right? Yeah, yeah. And I want to fight crime. Nah, I just think I think there's gonna be a homicide tomorrow, and I think millions are gonna be watching.
How many players are on that team? 12? About 12 homicides. Well, actually, 12 homicides and 1 manslaughter because LeBron James didn't die like the rest of them niggas.
Yeah, I think we should start calling LeBron like Wolverine. I just feel like you can't kill him. I mean, you can slow him down maybe, but he's just gonna regrow like an arm and shit, and still be able to shoot jumpers and get rebounds. He's gonna have. I think he's gonna have a series where I don't think we've ever gonna seen anything like it because he has to do it. He has to do it in order for them to win. He has to put up like Wilt Chamberlain / Michael Jordan numbers.
Both of their points put together.
Oh God, I feel so bad for that man. That dude's body about to break, man.
Yeah, I don't envy him. Hey, but before we go, because I know we're gonna wrap this up, man. But before we go, this just in: one of our homeboys, who's not only a listener, not one of our best friends, but also on our hip hop homies thread, he just texted us a statement from Drake, and I would like to read that statement right now, and I want to get your assessment after I'm done reading it.
Okay.
I know everyone's enjoying the circus, but I want to clarify this image in question. This was not from a clothing brand shoot or my music career. This picture is from 2007, a time in my life where I was an actor and I was working on a project that was about young black actors struggling to get roles, being stereotyped and typecast. The photos represented how African Americans were once wrongfully portrayed in entertainment. Me and my best friend at the time, Mazen El Sadig, who was also an actor from Sudan, were attempting to use our voice to bring awareness to issues we dealt with all the time as black actors at auditions. This was to highlight and raise our frustrations with not always getting a fair chance in the industry and to make a point that the struggle for black actors had not changed much.
Hey, man. Hey, for real. Is that real? Is that real? Or is that real?
That's what our boy RZ texted us from the IG.
Okay. Look, I'm not gonna say too much here. I just got one question to ask, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So niggas are doing press releases in the midst of hip hop beefs now. We're getting press releases during a beef. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
If that is not a PR life save right there, he must have Sarah Huckabee Sanders on his team and the White House staff writers cleaning that shit up. That was brilliant.
Hey, cut the shit. You got 24 hours. Cut that bullshit. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Great move. I can't wait to hear about on his next diss track about his career as an actor and how he really hopes his fans doesn't see him in a different light, because we know he's not racist. We know he's really, really, really black.
Oh, a press release. I didn't see it all now. I didn't see it all.
Yeah, man. Marinate on that shit.
Wow.
So, by the time we have our next call on for Monday, we should have some updates. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, hope so, man. I hope so. Hopefully it's something where we don't have to read. We can actually just listen to it. Fingers crossed.
Yes. Hey, and listeners, thank you for enjoying this very first ever emergency call. This shit had to be done.
Had to be.
Yeah, we had no other choice.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I'ma holler at you, dude. You have a good night.
All right, man. You too. Peace.
All right, peace.